That felt every bit of 1 minute. I will say that intro. That feels like it was that. It made a minute feel long. That's what I'm going to say. Just kidding. We love Jim and we love his editing ability. Hello, everyone. I'm Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn here. Welcome to Jim Rats. Joining me as always, you know him as the man, the myth, the uncle. Uncle Rico, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Just freezing my arse off here in Chicago, dude. 11 degrees, cold as shit.
I've heard it's cold up there. It's finally starting to cool off here. Like we had weather that was like springy, like or early fall. Like it felt like it was like 60 degrees, 70 degrees here for a while. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting a little bit of cold weather. What do you think about this basketball slate today?
I like it. Unfortunately, when a disappointing 1-1 yesterday had Providence, but sipped a little bit of the Baylor Kool-Aid, and Kansas played a great second half. Baylor struggled, couldn't knock down any shots, but that's the variance of some college basketball, my friend.
It's true. It's true. Well, are you ready to go ahead and dive into today's games?
Yep, a lot of make and break games for some teams today.
All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's hit it. I've got plays bright and early in the 11 o'clock slot. I've got two of them, in fact, and they're both actually system plays, so it's not really a big handicap here. I'm looking at the Tennessee-Kentucky game. It's going to be at Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee minus the 6.5, and it's a system play, which is fuck Kentucky forever. Then I've got Virginia at SMU taking SMU on the money line here because it's once again a system play. I've got a home dog within a bucket spread. I'm going to go ahead and take the swing with SMU. Uncle Rico, you didn't have anything at the 11 o'clock slate. Was there anything you were slightly interested in?
Nah, not really. No. Not really. And you know what? Fuck Kentucky. I had LSU money line. LSU should have won that fucking game.
I can't believe they lost. Like
complete Mel and that buzzer beater at the end. I lost 2 bets this past week, back-to-back days. I had Minnesota plus 2.5. Wisconsin hits a 3 at the buzzer to win it.
Yeah,
and we lost the money line. So
I'm so glad that I didn't say anything about Kentucky before that game was over because it was kind of tempting to tweet something about Kentucky.
$22 million for that roster, dude.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you blame Pope at this point?
Yeah, Pope's awful. Like I said it when they hired him. He was an awful hire. Everyone always has this fallacy, like the grass is always greener on the other side. And it never is. If you have a good coach, just 100% stay with the good coach. You go get Pope, and Pope, he can't manage Kentucky. He's way over his head. Speaking about this, I hate to go on a tangent, but did you hear about this story in Virginia? So this guy was having a little inappropriate relationships with the au pair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretends to be the wife. Goes on a fetish website. Starts DMing this guy. This poor guy comes over to the place thinking he's talking to the wife.
Yeah.
And this guy's plan, and he tried to execute it, but it obviously came out that he killed them both, was to kill the wife, make it look like the guy coming over from the fetish site did it, and then him be the hero coming in and then killing the guy from the fetish site.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see the logic in doing that. I went on a kick where I did nothing but watch that true crime murder porn for a little bit. So I've seen everything about monsters that you don't know and things like that. Yeah. Oh, let's make some money weighing in on this.
You know what, dude? I 100% agree with that. I'm not trying to be superficial, but I agree with that statement.
All right. Well, moving on to the next time. Noon here, God's time. I've got to play. Uncle Rico's got to play. Uncle Rico, why don't you go ahead and take off on it?
I am going to Norman. I'm taking Oklahoma plus 5. and I'm taking a shot on the money line plus 210. I just really think this is a good spot to fade Bama. They're on their second straight road game, coming off a big win at Mississippi State. Meanwhile, this is basically Oklahoma's season with the SEC not as deep as last year. They can't afford to go 0-4 in conference play and realistically make the tournament like they did last year. Stylistically, Alabama wants to go isolation heavy, hunt for threes, let it ISO, pick and pop. Oklahoma is good enough defensively to contest that, especially at home. Oats laying 5.5 or more on the road at SEC play, just 43% against the number. On the flip side, Porter Moser as a home dog at Oklahoma at 54%. Oklahoma's covered 9 of its last 10 games at this number, 18 of its last 20 home games overall. They're averaging close to 90 points per game with the experienced backcourt led by Nigel Pack, who somehow is still in college basketball. I'll take the points here and sprinkle on the money line.
Well, there you go. I've got to play also at this time. I'm taking in the Ohio State UCLA game. I'm taking Ohio State at home -4. Because I think this game is closer than people think. All I wanted to do was take the under. I decided to go with Ohio State and the points because Ohio State takes away what UCLA does best, which is shoot the 3 points. So I'm on Ohio State there with the points. Moving on.
I was looking at that one too. I mean, that's a potential look at spot. UCLA has 5th ranked Purdue coming at home early on the week. They could be looking at home. Second game on the road on the East Coast. We've seen, especially for UCLA, for as good as Mick Corn is, his teams have just struggled in this new Big Ten era of going out east. Sorry, didn't mean to go on a tangent.
No, man, it's cool. All right, because we've got plays at the 1 o'clock slot. That's 1 o'clock Central. Go ahead, Uncle Rico. I know you've got one here.
Again, one of my favorite plays is the classic Big 12 scheduling spot. Now, back in the Pac-12 days, it used to be a team would go to play to Colorado, and they play in Utah, the altitude swing. Now in the Big 12, it's BYU to Utah, and that's what TCU is dealing with here. Teams in that position have covered just 42% of the time. Real small because it hasn't been going on only a couple years. But Big 12 road favorites in this spot have struggled and have never covered a game at Utah, with it being the second leg of the road trip, with their first game being in BYU. And you have TCU coming off a close emotional game against a ranked BYU team. I think this is a classic letdown spot. Utah much better at home, averaging 16 points more per game in Salt Lake City. And they're 0-4 in Big 12 play. This is a must-win type of game. I like Utah's ability here, especially to control the glass, huge rebounding advantage. So even if the shots aren't popping, it's going to lead to some second chance opportunities. I'll take Utah here plus the points. I'll take a shot on the money line at plus 185.
There we go. Well, I've got plays at the 1 o'clock time. First one, I'm going to start with Florida on the money line here against Vanderbilt. And I know Vanderbilt has been a tough out, if you will. They're hot as a pistol. Last time I checked, we're unbeaten. But I think they're facing a really tough. And the thing with Florida, they're very tall, very long basketball team. And I expect that size and length to kind of disrupt. And the spread is within a bucket. So I'm swinging at the money line here with Florida. It seems like they just have a stockpile of 7-foot white boys.
Can I inject something here?
Sure.
Vanderbilt really struggled. They coming off that game against Texas, where they lost, I believe, by 12, if I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
The key thing in that game was they weren't able to rebound. Now, Vanderbilt's main thing is fast break points. If Florida's not turning the ball over and they're not able to rebound, because Florida is the best rebounding team in the nation, I 100% agree with this. I was actually looking at this. I always kind of circle spots.
It's because they have like 7-foot white boys who do nothing but box out,
I was actually going to, I was like, because comments, I was like, hey, let's look at Vanderbilt on the rebound, on the bounce back spot coming off the loss to Texas. And then as soon as I saw the rebounding difference, I was like, F no, dude, moving on to the next. So I like Florida here too.
Okay, sweet. I am in one more game here. Iowa at Indiana. I'm taking Indiana laying 2.5. This Indiana team is staunch on defense. It's facing a team that's not that great of a shooting team with Iowa. Definitely not good enough shooting team to pull out a road Big Ten game. Indiana, conversely, an excellent shooting team with one of the best in the country in the 2-point shooting percentage. department. So you know that they're going to get their looks in close to the basket with the 2-point percentage that high. So I'm taking Iowa minus the 2.5 at the 1 o'clock slot.
Like it.
There we go. Next, we got the 1:15 slot. I've got a game here. I'm taking Miami plus 4.5 at Clemson, and I'm not sure how Clemson is as strongly favored as they are, but they'll have to stop a Miami team that's one of the best in the country, getting buckets inside the 3-point line. So, I mean, that's one of these things with like road games. If you can get in and just hit your 2 points, hit your 2-pointers, like you're going to give yourself a chance. So, I like Miami plus the 4.5 at Clemson. At 3 o'clock, I've got a dirty homer play here. I'm taking Arkansas plus 2.5.
Arkansas plus 1.5. Is that where we're going?
I got a plus 2.5 and on the money line also. And it's just the Woo Pig system play here. We're so good. We are so good, Uncle Rico. We barely lost to you guys, and you guys are really good.
So, I mean, you're happy with the Calipari hire?
I mean, if you're gonna make me say it, I guess, yeah, I am. I was so down on that. I thought we were gonna like not succeed because that's all we, seem to do. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been an awesome hire.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like these NFL coaches, even Kentucky's going through it. If you have someone that fucking wins, just stay with them. Just back up. Yeah. Stay with them, dude. Let them fucking win, man. It's hard to find people that are good at their job that win.
Yeah. This Darius Acuff kid that we have playing point guard he's a top 5 NBA pick. Like the boy's bad,
There's this one guy, I'm not going to say his name because I hate bad mouthing people, but he'll tweet out about these guys going pro. And like, it's like, dude, like, what world are you living in that this guy's going to be playing in the NBA?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I don't know. It's just funny, but I agree with you. Like that guy is solid. It's just funny. Real quick, did you hear about the point shaving scandal?
I heard there was another one. What's this one?
This one had, oh my God, so many players were named, like Buffalo, Townsend State. And the thing that's funny to me is, hey guys, let's keep this on the down low. Oh, hey, $250,000.
Right.
Made Townsend State in the first half.
Yeah, man. That's how people get caught is like they flag the suspicious betting amounts on these games. Like I'm with you. Like if you're going to be all sneaky and try to shave points, like at least learn how to spread that bet out a little bit.
And I was reading it. I was reading the the affidavit or whatever the fuck it's called. And one guy had a quote that was like death, taxes, and the Chinese basketball league. Like that was the quote. It's hilarious.
There we go. Well, we got games at 5 o'clock. Uncle Rico, you've got one, and I've just been talking for a whole bunch. So go ahead. What do you got?
I'm going to Buckyball. Give me Texas A&M here, plus 5.5 at Texas. Texas A&M, one of my favorite teams to back as a dog because of their high variance style. Buckyball means a lot of threes, a lot of pressure to create turnovers, which keeps them alive in games like this. Texas, another great fade spot, coming off back-to-back wins over Vanderbilt and Alabama with Kentucky on deck. Now, look, even in a down year, teams will get up to play Kentucky because it is a brand name. I think this is a flat spot. Aggies have covered 7 straight overall, 6 of their last 7 on the road. Texas ranks 189th nationally in turnovers with Buckyball's style of play, could give some extra possessions. I also have concerns about Texas offense. They're not a great 3-point shooting team, and they're in their last 2 games, they're shooting 41% from deep, due for some shot regression. Defensively, they only rank 235th defending the 3. Bad matchup for Bucky style. Give me Texas A&M here, plus 5.5 on the road.
Well, there you go. I looked at another team on the road, the one that's near and dear to your heart. I took Michigan State minus 3.5 at Washington. I think that this Michigan State team is honestly one of the best in the country. And it's going to be really hard to beat them come tournament time because you guys play stifling defense. And today, I think their defense should shine against a pretty poor shooting Washington team. So I think the Michigan State defense travels can pull off a road win -3.5 here.
I mean, if they can make threes, they can make a run. I mean, that's their big thing. They need to be able to make threes. And they got this kid whose name I'm spacing on. Where's 99? Last name starts with W. Was in Miami last year. He's the key to the team. They finally he can shoot the three. He's in there. He can space the floor. They're making him. They can make a run. I like Michigan State a lot this year.
Here we go. Well, moving on to the 7 o'clock slot. I've got 2 games here. These are my last 2 plays. I'm taking BYU on the money line at Texas Tech. I mean, they've got one of the best scorers in the country with AJ DeBonsa. I think the BYU is the sharper team shooting overall, as well as the sharper team playing defense. I think this feels like a case of the wrong team is favored to me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take BYU on the money line. And then I've got St. John's -3 at Villanova. It's a Rick Pitino team, so you already know what this team is going to be doing, which is they're going to be hell on defense. I think the Johnnies get it done with defense and rebounding. Their transition offense is up there, and I think that they keep Villanova on the run the whole game. So I'm taking St. John's for an easy -3 here at Villanova. Any thoughts on those?
I was looking actually at Nova, but I couldn't pull the trigger when I just dove down into it. I think it's just going to be a hard fought game. I know everyone says the Big East is a little bit down this year, but I don't think it's as down as Villanova's good. St. John's is good. UConn's UConn. And Seton Hall, I didn't think that coach whose name I'm spacing on, I thought he was in a tough rebuild situation, especially with the lack of NIL money there. They're pretty good, man. They gave UConn all they could handle the other night. So I definitely think the Big East is a little bit up. My last play, I'm going to cowbell here. Give me Mississippi State -3.5 against Ole Miss. Talk about the spot and the rebounding edge. Ole Miss is coming off a win over Missouri, and then on the road, overtime upset against the ranked Georgia team. Now they have back-to-back travel to face an in-state rival. Mississippi State is at home again. They just lost at home earlier in the week on Tuesday to Alabama. Should be fully locked in here. Ole Miss offense isn't as efficient as it was last year, especially shooting-wise. They've struggled on the road. They're not as good creating off the dribble, not getting as many easy looks. Rebounding, big mismatch here. Mississippi State is top 25 nationally on the glass. Ole Miss is outside the top 250. This is going to lead to a lot of second chance opportunities for Mississippi State. And plus, I looked at this rivalry. This is just one of those rivalries the home team kind of tends to cover. So I'll take Ole Miss here. I'll take Mississippi State here -3.5.
There you go. Well, that puts us all in for all of our plays here. I guess the only place to go next is round robins. I didn't do like in honor of Jim disgusting teaser or anything. So I think we just got round robins.
I just did the 3 dogs. I have Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and I'm spacing on Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and what was my other bet? I'm totally spacing on it. It was early in the day. I feel like an old man now. Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Utah. The Utes, baby. The running.
There you go. Was it Rick Majerus that was at Utah?
Yeah.
I remember the Rick Majerus days. Here we go. My round robin. I'm going with SMU on the money line, Florida on the money line, Arkansas on the money line, BYU on the money line. Going to play those as 2s, of course, and then one time the straight up parlay for that. So I don't have what the parlay odds are in front of me, but it was SMU, Florida, Arkansas, BYU, all on the money line. Any horse racing? I have not looked at past performances since like before Christmas now at this point. So
it must feel pretty good, because you were like knee deep in that shit. Take a little sabbatical.
Yeah, getting a little time off it certainly didn't hurt. But yeah, sorry, let's make some money. I do not have any horse racing tips at the moment. Uncle Rico, what do you got going on the rest of the day, bud?
Well, I get to go to the grocery store, get to clean, and get to write a DFS article, man. How about you?
I probably just watching basketball. If I'm being honest with myself, then I'm going to be watching basketball for the rest of the day.
No shame, no game right there, man.
That's right.
No.
That's right. Well, that's gonna do it for us here at Gym Rats. We miss you, XFL Jim. We think about you every day. We'll be back next Saturday with more college hoops. Oh, real quick, do you have a national championship game play that you want to give out?
I'll be honest, I cannot wait for this fucking NFL college football season to be over. I mean, as soon as my Ole Miss future died, I was like, part of me died. So I'm good.
Part of me wants to take Indiana in like just the biggest alternate line, like because I'm afraid that Indiana just could absolutely house Miami.
So here's my hot take, okay? And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. Mendoza's not that good. Everything's from the shotgun. Everything's RPO based. I think in the NFL he's gonna struggle. Now, with that being said, do I trust that Miami staff to be able to put something together to make him struggle? I don't know. Miami does like to run the ball. That's the way to get to Indiana is run the ball. I need to know if their pass rusher is going to play. If this gets up to 10, I feel it's a principal play. I'm going to have to just kind of take Miami a number based alone if it gets up to 10. Because I know this has been drifting up and up and up. But at its core thing, I won't have it. I saw someone posted an article on X about the trends to the unders at Hard Rock this time of year. I mean, I'll read through that, see if there's any legs to that. Maybe I'll play a little bit of a first half under. My only worry about playing these full game over unders, especially in college, is you get to that situation where it is a tie game and you go over just because of the fucking overtime system. So
yeah, I don't have a play yet. I hadn't really looked at it yet. And probably if I had a play, I wouldn't share it with you people because I have not hit a single game, I believe, in the college football playoff. So my let's see. When's the last time I shaved? Years, I believe. Like since I was like clean shaved, like years. I'm not sure when the last time that was.
the beard is you could almost like a little like another foot. You could be a ZZ Top guy.
I could. I've got to trim it down pretty soon. I need to get a haircut and I'll get it like cleaned up a little bit whenever I do.
See, dude, I'm doing this stupid diet. And anytime I go diet, I always like just fucking separate and I just fucking become a caveman and just grow out my beard. So
yeah. That's bearded is the way to be, in my opinion. That's what I say. Well, that's it officially for Gym Rats. We're gonna drop off now. We love you. We'll see you next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel. So check us out because we'll have more college basketball picks. Until then, we love you. Bye-bye.